Hello and welcome to my organic Macon, Georgia garden. I'm Lisa Ann. So I just got back from 11 or 12 days in Mississippi. You might have seen me last week in my aunt's organic Raleigh, Mississippi organic garden. Did I say organic twice? I don't know. I'm really tired. I drove 7.5 hours today. And since I've been gone for so long, my garden has it looks like a jungle. It's grown tremendously. So I'm just gonna walk out there here in a minute and show you all what's happening. Also want to show you some things right here on the back deck and in the garage. So stay tuned. Shout out to Marshall at Struggleville Acres. I got my seeds while I was away from Hoss, the Seminole pumpkin and then a Cherokee tan. So I look forward to growing these next season. Thank you so much. I'll put a link to Struggleville Acres down below so that you can check out his channel. He's also a Georgia gardener. He has a huge garden. He's a great gardener. I could learn some things from him. So I'm sure you can too. So I'm armed here with a bowl and a knife. I'm going to be harvesting a little bit of broccoli. Most of it has gone to flower. I'm armed here with some BTK because there's cryptic worms on my Brussels sprouts. My girls didn't spray. I didn't ask them to while I was away. So I got to go paralyze some caterpillars. All right, so let's just take a look around. So for starters, I got these 5 pots with 5 varieties of cucumbers. Platinum, that was old seed, so only one germinated. Some mystery from a lady at church. I just called these Glenda after Miss Glenda Welsh. Hi, Miss Glenda. This must be lemon. Yep, 1 lemon cuke, also old seed. Pickle bush. I think that's a little hybrid. And tender green that my father-in-law gave me. And right here is Halstead Heirloom, an unknown squash from Seed Savers Exchange. So I'm going to be planting those out in the morning. You hear the sprinkler going. Okay, oh, look at the pretty Cleome too blooming. Beautiful. Here's a very pitiful little cherry tomato. This was a volunteer in my flower pot, so I just left it. I think I'll eat that. Petunias that I bought at Lowe's on the mostly dead aisle. That's what I call it when you get the discount plants that are dying. Here's my soybeans from Mississippi. I've got a few zinnias, but not very many, and the pansies really have mostly died. More soybeans. And there's a marigold. We saw the Cleome. Mums need to be dead-headed. Dead pansies, it's just been too hot. And a pretty zinnia. So look out there at my canna lilies and elephant ears. The 4 o'clocks just opened. They pretty pink and yellow stripes. And then there's those gorgeous Floridade tomatoes, kind of loaded down. And I'm surprised none ripened while I was away. You see all those tomatoes in there? And look at this one, totally loaded down. Wowza. Zinnia, Cleome, More zinnias and cleome, very pretty. And the grapes, they look about the same, maybe a little fatter, a little plumper. Ooh, the morning glory has really shot up. That's nice. I repotted my bay into a slightly larger container. That was quite a chore. It's looking good. My sage is looking especially good. Look at all these figs. It's just loaded down. Here's some more plants, but I see they haven't been watered. I made this window planter before I left. And this one's looking dead. I don't think it's gonna make it. Yeah. But these little begonias are looking good, and I put a sweet potato in there. It looks like the bugs are eating it. Don't know if it'll do anything, but it desperately needs to be watered. You are not going to believe the corn. It was like 12 inches tall when I left. And look, it's a jungle. Love it. And see the squash plants and zucchini plants. They have also grown. And then there is the bean plant. Can you see? That's going to start running up the corn. See, there's one. See up here where it has grabbed hold? So those are cornfield beans, and they should climb right up the stalks as they grow. So 3 sisters, corn, beans, and squash. Looking really good. My Brussels, you can see they're coming along. Some better than others. So I've got 3 over here. This is dead stargazer lily blossoms. It's a little shady over here in this corner, so that's why I'm thinking that these are not doing quite as well. Like those are hardly growing at all. Those are doing all right. But there are worms on them. Oh, there's one. It's a itty bitty one. Let's see. Oh, by the way, stargazer lily continues to bloom. You see why they call it stargazer, because you're looking up at the stars. Here is a martin birdhouse gourd. Am I saying that right? I think so. And it was all on the ground. I've already tied it up. I want it to grow over the arbor. The creeping thyme is blooming. So here is a bug-eaten plant. All right, go down, down, down. There's a fly on there too. All right. Okay, so see all the damage. Horrible. And there's a couple of worms, several. Let me just snap that off and show you the cryptic worm. Not sure if it will focus. Oh, blurry. But you see, that's what we have here. So I'm going to spray those with BTK. It's a bacteria that will paralyze them and stop them from eating. All right, so broccoli, up, up, up. So you can see that it's kind of starting to look rather ragtag all the way down, and you see they've fallen over into the aisle there. I'll harvest these. See, that one, that's ruined. But these are good. I might get one more little feast off of them. So let's check out this tomato here. They still have not ripened. This is the Brad's Pomodoro Ricci. So I'll be glad to taste them and see. So those heirloom squash that were on the deck, I'm going to plant them in the empty spots between the corn and here. I'm just going to let this whole area fill in underneath with vining squash and melons. My apple tree, it does have one apple. Can you see it there? Let's see. Look at that. So maybe I'll get one bite of apple from my tree this year. Hoping for better things in the future. And my pear tree, my wee little bitty pear tree, finally decided to send up a leader. Hopefully that will shoot on up and I can begin to shape it into a fan. Look, parsley is still hanging down everywhere, but it is almost dry. I could probably pick these and let them dry the rest of the way inside. Look at my lovely beans all the way down. They look happy, and I see insect damage. See how these are cut and folded over? There's going to be a tiny little worm inside there. Can you see it? Look at that. I don't know what they're called. Whoop! Let me telescope. Okay, I'm going to unfold it. See there? There's the little booger. So I'm also going to spray these with the BTK. See, there's a little watermelon plant and a cantaloupe plant. There's another watermelon. I've got some red meated and yellow meated. There's a squash plant, and they're looking pretty good. So hopefully my plan will work. This is one of my T.E. Martin pink-eyed butterbean, and it has little bitty potential blossoms. There, oh looky, baby lima bean, baby little Martin butterbean, yay. Oh yeah, here's some little blossoms right there. Oh, thing of beauty. So I had just transplanted the okra before I left, and it is doing marvelously. Oh, and on this side is a nice basil coming along. I always try to plant one basil at the foot of each tomato. So these are going to be ripe soon. They're still quite firm, but look at all those ruffles. And they're just loaded with fruit. There's more. I'm not sure if you can see that. Okay, so the Swiss chard is beginning to die back. I think it's just dry. So I'm going to pluck off the dead leaves and give it a good water. See if I can prolong it for a bit longer. Another of the tomato plants. Let's see. Oh yeah, lots of fruit, big fruit set. And my yard-long teepee, which also is going to have to be sprayed with soap shield. Look at the aphids just covered. But there's a baby bean. Here's some more yard-long beans. Here's one all wrapped up in a vine. Remember the last time we found some over on this side. Where did they go? Did something, oh, they're dry already. Wowza, great. Look at that, they're dry. I'm gonna collect those for seeds. There's another almost dry one. That turned out so nicely. What a fun way to use a tomato cage. Just a bean teepee. I sowed in this row underneath some of the T.E. Martin original purple hull cowpeas, but they germinated very sparsely, so I'm going to come back tomorrow, sow some more in between. Also had 2 volunteer cherry tomatoes, so I just stake those and let them grow right there. See little blossoms. The kale is looking rather spindly because I think Storm has been feeding them to her chickens every day. The cabbage experiment where I did the crisscross, it did work, but I think because it's so hot here, they did not fill out. They're just loose little bundles, so that'll be chicken feed. But I've got this one late cabbage. Ooh, and it's hard as a rock. It is ready to be harvested. There's my hoe. All right, so I'll pull the cabbages out and plant something else here. Not sure what. You see little baby muscadines? This will be the first year these have made, so I'm pretty excited about that. Here's my 2 Brupa bell peppers, looking green and healthy, strong. So this is the college pepper, looking very much like a chili. I have no idea what it is. I'm supposed to describe it for seed savers. Don't know what color it's going to be or anything. So I'm going to let these ripen fully on the plant. So there's 2 of those. And then the 3 little chiltepins, which are supposed to be called buckshot pepper. These are supposed to ripen to really bright red. So we'll see. Here's another Brad tomato, loaded down with fruit. Everywhere you look, there's tomato. Under there, those should be ripening soon. But I see already, see, blight or some type of disease is taking over. That's too bad. Hello girls, how are you? Bok, bok, bok. Did you miss me? Let's go look at the new little baby chicks. Oh, looky, it's Pearl. Hey Pearl, Pearl's my girl. I've staked a claim on her. Hello Pearl, Pearl, Pearl. You're such a pretty girl. Oh, hello. Ain't she pretty? Oh, here comes the other ones. Oh, they're so friendly. And I don't remember all the other ones' names. Hello. I don't got no treats for you. I think the black one, is that Pidge? Uh-oh, looky. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, and there's one. Can't figure out how to get out. There's always one less than superior intelligence in the bunch. Hello. Babies are wonderful. Y'all are half grown. Yes, you are. Hey, Pearl, Pearl. Oh, lovely. And I'm going to go out the gate. Take a shortcut to the garage. There's Starcus. Hello, Starcus. He is so handsome. Hello, handsome feller. Him is so handsome. I'll show you my stash in the garage that I harvested before I left. I brought the wheelbarrow in here. This is all of my onions. Look at that, that's nice. I don't know how many I got, maybe like 75. Some big, some small. But looking good, they're pretty dry. And then down here, garlic. Loads and loads of garlic from my garden. Look at that, ain't that great? One little tray over here of tomatoes and random flowers that only a couple germinated, which is so sad. There's a little marigold, and there's a little marigold, a chocolate striped tomato, and a black from Mexico. Okay, I am pouring sweat. It is not even really hot, it's quite pleasant. My sweat has gotten down in my eyeballs and is burning. Let me go check the thermometer. I think I got sweat on the end of my nose. Let me show you. Can you see that? It's like only 2 degrees? But the humidity must be 82 or 92. I don't know. It's hot. Okay. I'm behind the screen that is supposed to be blocking the sun, and I suppose it is a little bit, but not fully. All right, so there you have it, the garden tour for June. And by the way, this is a part of the collaboration, the End of the Garden in June collaboration hosted by Victoria. Hi, Victoria, over at Home Educating the Mad Lads. So please check out her channel below and the playlist of the other ladies that are participating from the USA and the UK, and maybe other places too. I know there's Maria over in the UK. Hi, Maria. I just have enjoyed getting to know these ladies through YouTube and getting to see their garden grow and change through the season. So be sure to check out their channels, and I hope to see you next week again in my organic Macon, Georgia garden. Bye-bye.